Your body is one of the most advanced machines on the planet, with every cell interacting and influencing every other cell in your body. So when you're tired or when you have no motivation, your body is trying to tell you something. It's not tired and it doesn't lack motivation for no reason. Luckily, because there's a reason, because your body is trying to tell you something, it means you can fix it. In this video, I'm going over 7 potential reasons why you're always tired and have no motivation. Let's get right into it. The first potential reason that you're always tired and have no motivation is that you're eating a low protein diet. Look, protein is absolutely crucial for recovery. If you're not eating enough protein, your body literally cannot rebuild, repair, and recover. Okay, so you're obviously, when you go to sleep and your body's trying to recover, it doesn't have enough fuel, doesn't have enough protein to do it. So you feel tired when you wake up, you feel like crap because you haven't recovered. Now, the question is, how much protein should you eat? Well, you should be eating, for the most optimal recovery, especially if you're lifting heavy weights in the gym, 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you should eat 200 grams of protein. Now, that is not hard to do, okay? That is a few chicken breasts every single day, and with everything else you're eating, if you're eating a good, healthy diet, you're going to get 200 grams of protein if you eat a couple of chicken breasts and like a steak or something, okay? Now, if you are a vegan for some reason, I don't know why you would be a vegan, because fuck that, each to their own. If you are a vegan, make sure you're supplementing your protein if you are vegan, because I know vegan diets can be really hard to get your protein in. So supplement your protein. The second potential reason for you always being tired and having no motivation is that you're eating a high sugar diet. Now, when you eat a high sugar food or a high sugar meal, that sugar causes a spike in your glucose levels, right? But after that glucose spike, there's then a big massive drop as insulin gets to work, okay? Which basically causes your energy levels to crash in what's known as a sugar crash. So the short-term energy that you get from sugar is not worth the long-term crash, okay? So cut down your sugar intake to a minimal amount. How much? Less than 15 to 20 grams max per day, I would say. Honestly, the lower your sugar intake, the better. But if you're eating 15 grams of sugar a day, you'll be okay? Cut out sugar, cut it down to a minimal amount. The third reason that you might always be tired and have no motivation is that you're not exercising. So yeah, you're probably thinking, but surely, Ross, if I exercise, I'm going to be tired after. No. Well, yes, probably, but that's not the reason. You see, when you're pushing your mental capabilities to the max, whether it's because you're at university or at school and you have exams coming up and you're studying, or you're at work and you have a deadline, or you're trying to chase some big goals, when you're pushing your mental capabilities to its max, your nervous system is constantly being stimulated, and this constant stimulation can lead to burnout. However, when you exercise, your body releases a cocktail of neurotransmitters such as serotonin, such as endorphins, that basically relax your nervous system and will stave off burnout. So if you're not exercising, you're not going to be relaxing your nervous system, and essentially you're going to be feeling like shit and feel tired because your nervous system is going to be fried. Obviously, if you're doing heavy strength training and you're doing heavy deadlifts, heavy 1RM squats or something like that, or heavy 3RM squats, your nervous system is also going to take a beating, but that is why your body actually releases these neurotransmitters, because it's trying to recover your nervous system and recover your body. So lift weights at least 3 times a week, but do something to break a sweat every single day, okay? Start exercising and you'll notice that you actually have more energy. The fourth reason that you might be tired and have no motivation is a lack of sleep. So look, if you're getting less than 7 hours of sleep every single night, you are putting yourself at a massive fucking disadvantage. If sleep was not like a natural thing that we all did and have to do, it would be considered a performance enhancing drug. It is the best thing that you can do. If you're not getting enough of each stage of sleep, so there are a couple of stages of sleep such as light sleep, deep sleep, REM sleep, there's a few stages. If you're not getting enough of each of those stages, you are literally ensuring that your body does not recover fully and that your hormones are all over the place. With modern day fucking living, your testosterone levels are already fucking low. If you're skipping sleep, your testosterone levels are going to be even lower, and with low testosterone you have no drive, no motivation, and no discipline to actually do what you need to do and achieve great shit. So you need to make your sleep a priority. Now, here are some very quick fire tips to help you improve your sleep and actually get high quality sleep tonight. First one is avoid caffeine 10 hours before bed. Caffeine has quite a long half-life, so if you're taking caffeine 10 hours before bed, it's going to still be affecting you at bedtime when you're trying to go to sleep. The second one is supplementing magnesium and zinc. Magnesium and zinc both help melatonin production and basically help improve the quality of your sleep. Avoid blue light after sunset. Blue light limits melatonin production and is going to make it much harder for you to go to sleep. Get sun exposure when you wake up. When you wake up with sun exposure, it stimulates some neurons in your eyes which pretty much set your circadian rhythm to go to sleep in 16 hours time. And the last one is to go to sleep and wake up at the same time each morning and each night. Your body loves routine. Your circadian rhythm loves routine. So start sticking to a routine. You'll find it much easier to sleep and wake up. The fifth reason that you might be tired and have no motivation is that you're not relaxing. Now, yes, you need to work your ass off to be successful, to be great and achieve great shit. Trust me, I am a massive advocate of hard work and working your fucking ass off. But if you're constantly working and you're not recovering or relaxing, you'll not be able to work your ass off. Like when you go to the gym and you work your ass off, right? You then allow your body to recover throughout the night and then even the odd rest day, okay? You allow your muscles to rebuild. You need to allow your brain, nervous system and muscles all to recover and rebuild. You need to block off about 1 hour, maybe even 2 hours every single day to relax, recover and unwind. Now, I believe life works in stages, so there are periods of time where you will have to do what is unsustainable in the long run in order to get to a certain position in the short term. Essentially, there are times where you will have to work 16 hours a day and sleep 8 hours, but there are also times where you only have to work 8 hours a day, 4 hours a day. Life is in stages, depending on what stage you're in, depends on how much time you should recover. However, you do need to work your fucking ass off to be great. Don't skip that part. It's a part that everybody tries to skip because it's fucking hard. But work your ass off while giving yourself 1 hour a day to relax and recover. The sixth reason is that your dopamine is screwed. Yes, your dopamine levels are fucked. Stuff like porn, stuff like drugs, alcohol, junk food, social media, they're all ruining and plummeting your dopamine levels, which literally is the pursuit neurotransmitter that drives you to achieve great shit, okay? By consuming porn, drugs, alcohol, junk food, and social media, you are rewiring your brain to emit dopamine for these cheap dopamine sources that you don't have to earn, that don't add to your life. Cheap dopamine is literally ruining your life and making you lose your drive. So you need to do a dopamine detox, which essentially is where you remove all cheap dopamine sources such as porn, social media, drugs, alcohol, junk food. And then during that time you do hard fucking work and chase big goals. That way you're rewiring your brain to associate dopamine with hard work and achieving goals and not these cheap dopamine sources. Do a dopamine detox and you will restore your natural drive to win. Number 7, you are working wrong. The way you should be working is doing deep work. Deep work is essentially where you do a high priority task that will move you towards your goals with zero distractions. Okay? Now, the problem is because this is mentally tolling and it pushes your cognitive capabilities to their limits, you can only do about 4 hours of deep work per day. It is biologically, psychologically, and neuroscientifically impossible. I don't know if I made that word up, neuroscientifically, but it's neuroscientifically impossible to do more than 4 hours of deep work per day. And most people fall into 2 categories. People who do zero deep work and then people who try to do too much deep work. Now, we're not going to talk about the people who do zero deep work in this video because they just need to do fucking deep work and they are working wrong, but they'll not be tired from a lack of deep work. The people who do too much deep work, they try to do 5-6 hours of deep work, they are frying their nervous system and they're screwing themselves over, making themselves tired because, like I said, they're frying their nervous system. What you need to do is you need to do 4 hours of deep work per day. You do 4 hours undistracted of your high priority lever moving tasks. The rest of your day is spent doing shallow work tasks, which are the tasks that need done but aren't like big proper lever moving tasks, but they still need done. Do that, you will no longer be frying your central nervous system and you will still be able to get loads of shit done. So look, one of the biggest and most common reasons for people being tired and having no motivation, especially nowadays, is that their dopamine levels are screwed. And now, it can be the hardest to fix because dopamine is literally how addictions are formed. However, the process is simple. You need to do a dopamine detox, but again, just because it's simple doesn't make it easy. So if you actually want to restore your dopamine levels to 10x your focus, drive, and motivation, watch this video right here. Go dominate, Ross out.